All right, beautiful people, welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform where they give you the back-to-back news and information on things where they happen and for the land. Please subscribe to this channel if you've not yet subscribed and turn on your notifications so that we will notify you whenever we drop our spanking news. Straight to the matter, we will carry on for you. But do not forget to share this news. Do not forget to also give your own input. Comment. We say comment so that will know your own input or what you have to say on this issue. So straight to the matter will carry on for you. The indigenous people of Biafran arrested members discharged. This is actually a very good news. It's a very great news in Biafran land. There are so many indigenous people of Biafran members that have actually been arrested illegally. We've had so many cases, and these cases are terrifying cases. If you hear how they were really arrested, you'll be scared. But everything is actually just to put fear in the struggle and also, to make people run away from the struggle. We know the gimmick of the Nigerian government and what they are capable of doing. The same people, that abducted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a case of kidnap. It was clean, and yet they are still defending it. That truly shows the kind of illegality in Nigeria. It shows the illegality in Nigeria and the anarchy, that the federal government is pushing, in the country. But at least a court of competent jurisdiction has actually, a court sitting in Port Harcourt has actually discharged indigenous people of Biafran members. It is a very great thing. It's a great news, for our people, especially those in southeastern part of the country, to know. But we'll go straight to the point because the matter don't be critical, and this is a very nice one. We'll go straight to the news. We'll carry on for you. Ipob arrested members discharged. Indigenous people of Biafra Ipob members who have been held in prison for over 3 years have been discharged. The Federal High Court sitting in Port Harcourt, Rivers State capital, on Thursday discharged 6 members of the indigenous people of Biafra Ipob. Indigenous people of Biafran lawyer Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, who made this known in a statement, said that the 6 indigenous people of Biafran members were held in prison for over 3 years on what he described as baseless and trumped up charges. We continue with the news. Ejiofor said that the discharged indigenous people of Biafran members, who included Goodluck Agbulum, Ikechukwu V. Amechi, Eleka Onyekachi, Felix Samson, Nnamdi Peters, and Nwankwo Loveday were on May 29, 2020, illegally arrested by the operatives of the Department of State Services (DSS) in Odioku Community, Ahoda East Local Government Area of Rivers State. According to Ejiofor, they were subsequently brought before the Chief Magistrate Court, Port Harcourt, in charge number PMC/8633C/2020 on a 3-count charge of conspiracy, terrorism-related offenses, and belonging to a terrorist organization. Upon being arraigned on the above-listed frivolous but unfounded 3-count charge before a court that lacked the jurisdiction to entertain the charge, these innocent Biafrans were subsequently remanded in prison custody simply because they were on the peaceful candle night and procession observing Biafran Fallen Heroes Day. He further stated that preliminary separate application for their bail filed on August 13, 2020 were not entertained by the court as the court declined the jurisdiction to hear the application. The 6 indigenous people of Biafra members were later formally charged before the Federal High Court and were subsequently granted bail on December 8, 2021 on a very onerous but tough and stringent term conditions. Several applications to get the charge struck out following the failure of the prosecution to present their witnesses to prove their case were not endorsed by His Lordship, who insisted on availing the prosecution with every reasonable opportunity to prosecute their case. However, during the proceedings on the last adjourned date, His Lordship warned of the consequences of the prosecution's hide and seek if he failed to proceed with his case at the next adjourned date, and magnanimously granted them one more adjournment and ordered for hearing notice to be served on the prosecution, which order were dutifully complied with. Today, being the 23rd day of November 2023, the Federal High Court, sitting in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Court Number 1, per Honorable Justice P.I. Ojukwu, finally delivered a landmark ruling on our application seeking determination of the criminal trial. In holding our applications as meritorious, His Lordship consequently struck out these most ridiculous charges and accordingly discharged these 6 innocent Biafrans. They have since gone home as free men. It is actually a very great news, first of all, but at the same time, it is sad. It is sad because these 3 innocent Biafrans has actually lost a lot. Just imagine you being under custody for 3 years in a crime that you did not commit. Just imagine what they have lost. Imagine how their businesses would have crumbled within 3 years. Imagine what their family would have gone through within 3 years. Just imagine. It is actually very painful, very, very painful that this kind of illegality is happening in the southeastern part of the country. Now, for southeast, they see this kind of thing. Injustices being meted upon innocent Biafrans on daily basis, and yet nobody they see them to talk. Nobody they do anything concerning this. Nobody they do. It is painful, honestly. It is really painful. It is really when I mean it is painful, it is really a painful thing. It's a really painful thing. It's something that I am actually ashamed of hearing. So you are innocent, yet you have been held for 3 years. Just the same thing that is happening to Onyendumazi Nnamdi Kanu. But at this point in time, I think I sense victory. I think I am smelling victory. I think it's time for Nnamdi Kanu to be set free. Because as it stands, Nigerian government does not have anything against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anymore. In fact, they are looking for any possible, possible evidence they can use, to remand and keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But I don't think, these things are coming. It is not coming, and it's not gonna come because there is nothing, to hold Nnamdi Kanu for. Nnamdi Kanu is an innocent man, just like also so many other innocent Biafrans, that has been held illegally by the Nigerian federal government. They do this, and yet nobody says anything. International communities have gone blind. They've gone deaf ear. They are no more hearing. Despite how Huriwa has been screaming, concerning this illegality, this illegal abduction, by the Nigerian government. But yet, these international bodies have gone deaf ears. They've gone blind automatically, because it has to do with the Igbos. That is why they call them a dot in the circle. And yet, nothing was said or done about it. This is the kind of marginalization. Biafrans are facing today. But meanwhile, make we still go further. Make we thank you once again, for joining us on this wonderful YouTube channel. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notifications so that you will get notified whenever we drop our spanking news. Do not forget that on this channel, you can only get them conformmental news where they happen for the land. Thank you once again for joining us.